To look at the radio DJs who have failed on TV. Rick Dees dies. Johnny B is on the noose, but only one show survives.
We're back in our second season. Is this a nightmare, or am I back in Secaucus? Oh, I hate it here. I swear to God, the plan was that we were going to do 4 summer shows, and then the show would be off the air.
And then they extended it for just a couple more weeks.
Let me tell you something, Robin. The reason I took this TV show in the first place was only so I was negotiating with my radio station so they give me a better contract.
And now?
And now we're stuck here. It's like one nightmare after another. We have 3 people who work on the show, and 2 of them got fired over the summer. It's unbelievable. And there's constant fighting and warring. Hey, Kevin, sit here. John, you sit here. Wait, you got to hear this.
Can you believe this
Kevin,
staff can't get along? These 3 people can't get along.
All summer, the staff is fighting with one another.
What are we fighting?
Oh, man, John comes in every day and hates you.
All he does is complain to me about you.
Kevin is called a line producer.
Coordinating.
A line.
What is it?
Coordinating producer is my official
Oh,
title.
coordinating producer. Excuse me, his mother's
Makes
watching.
any sense, yeah.
John, what was the problem all summer with Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, once we just went to California, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm supposed to get reimbursed my $150.
Right. I'll give you a check.
But I've been asking him a couple of times now.
Is it true?
Then he tells me to ask Gary about getting the radio station to pay for half of it. So now I got to start asking Gary to ask.
Is it true that you owe him $150?
Yeah, I told him I'd write him a check today.
How long ago?
Wait a minute, you just wait till you tell me.
When have I seen you? I haven't even seen you.
I called you 3 times on it. I said, "Can I have the money?"
Yeah, but when have I seen you?
Then I gave you the receipts, right?
Kevin, don't you know that John is not a wealthy man, despite the fact that he's on a big hit second season TV show?
He needs that $150.
I guess it is.
Didn't the cameraman get his money? Didn't the cameraman get his money, Kev? Honestly.
Why won't he get his $150?
I don't want a check. I want cash, just like the cameraman got.
All right.
But I didn't get it anyway.
Why do you disrespect him so much that you can't give him $150, I think is the problem.
There have also been times that I've been dropped off down in, like, in the village. You know, just all right, man.
To say
all the way
that
down, about 50 streets away from where I gotta go.
John.
Just get out.
Let me tell you something, John, and let me tell you something, Kevin. The both of you are big boys, okay? There's a lot of aggravation involved in my daily living. I'm a busy man. You guys are grown adults. I'm not going to do this TV show if you 2 guys are fighting every 2 seconds and I'm getting phone calls.
Let me just say, Howard, I gotta say just one more. Then I would call Kevin up. I'd be like, Kev, there's a Bruce Willis interview to be done.
Yeah.
And I'll call him, but he blows me off constantly. Do we get it? No.
All right. Very good.
No, but Howard, let me just say one thing in my defense here. John is a big guy.
Reggie Jackson. We didn't get Reggie Jackson. We had to do.
All right. Very good.
He
Okay.
never carries any money in his pocket.
Because I don't have any money.
Because he doesn't have any money. I want you to work out reimbursements. If you're supposed to be some kind of field producer, field it produced.
He gets an advance.
Something wrong with the 2 of you.
No, I did after
I
we
don't have a
got to a
TV
fist
show.
fight.
All right,
Well,
goodbye.
the fist fight once.
Goodbye. I can't hear myself think. These are the phone calls that go on all day. I don't need this. Kevin, get out of my camera shot, you dope. Walk right in front of a camera.
What is he, a coordinating producer?
Is that coordinating or uncoordinated? Uncoordinated. Okay. Okay, listen, I overreacted. We're back on track. All right, listen, never mind all of them. Now it's time to hawk shamelessly. Do you guys know what this is? First of all, I got to tell you something. I have set up a telephone number for people to call in. This, by the way, is not a videotape. People are calling up and saying, can I get the Howard Stern videotape? This is either CD or cassette. It's our greatest hits, our greatest radio hits. This is something you should have in your collection. Now, I've set up a special phone number for you to call. 1-800-MD-TUSH.
No.
No. I'm just kidding. No, don't call that. Hey, you know, Jesse Helms is in the hospital. I'm thinking of sending him one of these.
You know, you told me the good news that he had prostate cancer, and now I hear it's totally curable.
Is it really?
Oh, he caught it early.
Yeah, but sometimes your prostate cancer can spread to your brain. Hopefully that's what's going to happen to him. Now listen to me. Here is Howard Stern's Crucified by the FCC. If you've never heard us on the radio, you're missing out on something. You think this show is disgusting and in disarray? You should hear our radio show. It's unbelievably disgusting. disgusting and in disarray. And look at this. This is all the material the FCC banned. You get your 2 cassettes or your 2 CDs. You get this great booklet which outlines everything about the Howard Stern Show. Now remember the number. Jackie, stand up. 1-800-52-STERN. That's 1-800-52-STERN. It's $29.95. It's time to call right now. Call during these commercials. We'll be right back with Tony Bennett tonight. Tony Bennett on this show. Stuttering John, ladies and gentlemen. Stuttering John will be back later in the program. This is going to be some program. First one back. We prepared all summer for this. Nobody did a thing all summer. It's amazing. We had all summer to prepare, and nobody was prepared.
Yeah, not one thing was done.
Thank God Tony Bennett's coming on. But let me tell you, coming up, Out of the Closet Stern will be here with Todd Bridges. Find out what happened to Todd Bridges from Different Strokes with Out of the Closet Stern and Mr. Blackswell. And they've joined the gay Cub Scouts. Also, Stuttering John went out to Hollywood, interviewed Cher and a couple other people.
We're going to see that tonight?
And Sylvester Stallone as well.
All right.
It's going to be wild. What the hell else is going on?
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's enough, believe me. It's more than we can handle. Oh, yeah, Anissa, the Chinese spanker girl.
Ooh. I forgot all about her.
But let's face it, we're pretty shocked that Tony Bennett would even come on this show.
That's right. How did we get him?
Let's find out. Tony Bennett, everyone. Yeah!
My heart.
Yeah! Hey, Tony, great to see you.
Hi there. It's really you. It's not somebody pretending to be you.
No, it's me.
You know, this show is so stupid that when you get a legitimate guy on it, you just can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just very frightening. Well, we had Bob Hope on, though. That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
And now to have you and everything else. Tony, one has to ask, why are you doing this show?
My son told me to do it.
I knew it was your son.
Yeah.
Your son is also your manager, is
That's
that correct?
right, for the last 11 years.
Your son is impossible to deal with. I'm going to be honest.
What happened with his son?
It's been a nightmare week. Every time you want to do something with Tony,
Yeah.
you got to go through his son.
I see.
Right.
And the son laid down rules. It was like Gestapo with your
What are
son.
these rules?
Well, it was unbelievable. Where is your son? Is he back there?
Yeah, he's back
What's
there.
his name? Dean?
Danny. No, Danny.
Danny, come back here. Who the hell remembers? Danny, come out here. Come here. Sit down.
There you go.
Listen, you made me a paranoid nutty. I'm afraid to talk to your old man. There, it is the Gestapo. There it is.
You don't look like a field marshal. You don't dress like a field marshal.
Let me tell you something. You made me paranoid to talk to your father. My hands are shaking. Look at me. Why don't you loosen up a little bit?
I'm loose.
Here's some of the rules. Now, here's what Tony, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give, where is my bell? Is there a bell here?
There's a bell
I
right
want you to
here.
do me a favor, Danny. Ring this bell. If I get out of line with your father, I want you to ring this bell.
If he gets into any
All right?
territory.
If I say anything wrong, I want you to do it.
All right, the rules are coming up on the screen.
All right, first of all, no singing. Right, Tony?
Right.
I'm not going to ask you to sing, but that doesn't mean I won't sing to you.
Oh, that's all right.
Rule number 2, no spokesmodels on set.
While Tony's
You
here.
did say that, no spokesmodels on set. Tony loves women.
What is a spokesmodel?
Spokesmodel is a young woman who hosts commercials, brings in different things. Like tonight, we have Anissa, the Chinese spanker. This woman will spank you wild, Tony. You won't
So
know what
better
hit
look
you.
out for the bamboo under the
Let me
fingernails.
tell you something. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure you love it.
That's what you think.
Number 3, bring up nothing embarrassing.
I never said
I don't know anything embarrassing about your father. Your father's an upstanding man.
How would we even know?
No, I never said
What do you mean embarrassing? You're the only one who's got embarrassing stories on your father. I don't. Unbelievable, Tony. I'm very paranoid. Number 4, no Pat Cooper. What happened? You and your father had it? Don't talk about him.
You can't talk about
You said no Pat